Hello everyone, my name is Miranda and I'm glad you're here to join me today. This is my last semester in BCTC. I am pursuing an associate in arts with a minor in criminal justice. An interesting fact about myself is that I love dinosaurs. I had always loved them from the time that I was little, and whenever I had my kids and they showed an interest in them, I went wild. So, needless to say, before my kids were old enough to count or know their ABCs, they knew most of the different dinosaurs. I did not title my journal, but I put a quote in it that is very dear to me. That quote is by Jim Ron, and it simply says that either you run the day or the day runs you. My favorite book by Jim is The Seasons of Life. It was a book from 1981. The author has always had a spot in the back of my mind saying that the quote, either you run the day or the day runs you. It has always been very hard for me to not let other people change my mood. So once I found that book and started looking into him, he has a lot of great quotes that helps you keep a good mind space. My learning objective is that in taking this class, I wanted to ensure that I would be proficient in speaking to people not only in my job field, but my loved ones. Before this class, I was not proficient in being able to get my point across. After reading the text and studying the key terms, I found myself being able to effectively get my thoughts through clearly to someone else. My favorite chapter in the book was Perceiving Others. I found it amazing that most of our daily activities are completed out of habit. After you start to think about it, I could see how completing daily activities were hard for people with different learning disabilities. In the abnormal psychology class that I completed, this was one of the key problems that you were able to see this disability. Trying to complete tasks, but your mind goes so quickly that you often forget to complete the task that you're working on and move to something else. My least favorite chapter in the book was nonverbal communication, for the simple fact that I have never been good at picking up on cues or hints someone else has been trying to give. Although after reading this chapter, I've been trying to get better at it. I would say that I have a passive communication style. I have, up until now, not been good at expressing my feelings or needs. Many of my conversations often lead to misunderstanding. I learned that my style of communication often leads up to anger or even resentment. I used to defer all of the decisions to someone else, that way that I would not be to blame if something went wrong. Since taking this class, I'm slowly beginning to change this. And I just want to thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and a good rest of your semester.